Hi, Caroline. What do you know about Colorado State?
Well, they're a good team. We did beat them up at their house, but they just beat UNLV, who's a good team, and they have a lot of shooters, really good post player, and Sam Martin that can pretty much do everything. And so we're gonna have to make sure we don't give them open looks from the three and other places.
So it sounds like a lot of defensive responsibility falls on the guards, at least to start with. How do you feel about that?
Yeah, we do have a lot of responsibility. We need to keep our drives to the sideline, not let them have open threes, and then we can't let them just pass it into Martin easily because she's a very good player.
You guys come back home, where most teams, that's actually a good thing. But how do you guys turn this home losing streak around, and knowing that you guys have been able to build a little bit of momentum on the road?
Well, yeah, we do have that momentum coming from the road, which is good, and then we've had a really good week of practice, down in the pit. So I think that's given us some confidence that we're going to play well on our home court tomorrow.
You guys have had a little bit of time to rest. How's everybody feeling health-wise?
Oh, we're feeling great. We're doing really great, I think, for the most part. And practices have been tough, but not too tough. Just enough so that we had some good competition in the practices, and we feel ready to go.
You've got 5 games left. You know, now that you guys are starting to see the big picture, what do you guys have to do in order to get back into the hunt and to just close that gap on some of the other top 2 teams as you guys head into the tournament?
Yeah. Well, I mean, first it just starts with CSU, and beating them will be huge as far as standings and everything. I don't look at it too much, but that'll be huge in getting us back up there where we can be. Good.
What do you know about Colorado State? What do they do well?
They're really good shooters. I mean, I think everybody on their team can shoot 17 feet and out. They definitely have good playmakers in the post. They have really deep range. They can execute their offense pretty well. So that's just something that defensively we'll have to turn up the pressure. They're not as aggressive as the teams that we have played in the conference, but they can shoot the ball really well. So that's definitely something we have to look out for.
Having somewhat of a high-powered offense, what are some of the keys to this game?
Definitely ball pressure. I mean, ball pressure is the most important thing for this game. I mean, if somebody's in your face, you probably won't be able to get a shot off. So I think that's the most important emphasis on our defense this week is just a lot of ball pressure, especially, they can't get it into their post. So, that'll slow them down a little bit.
You guys have been able to put together a couple wins on the road, and now you get a chance to come home. How do you capitalize on this and start to put together a real winning streak?
We just have to build off the energy that we get in the pit in a positive way. We have to shut them out, but not shut them out at the same time. Definitely been practicing on the pit floor, so we're getting a lot more shots up. So hopefully our shooting will be a lot better this game. I think it's just another game in the books, so we just have to be prepared for it if we're going, a flight away or we're going right downstairs. I think we just have to prepare for it the same way.
You guys had a few days off, and you had this bye week. How big is the bye week to have it at this time of the year?
The bye week can be tricky. I know some teams tend to lose focus having that many days off, but I think this was a good refocusing week for this team. We had a few days off to, get our schoolwork done and relax a little bit. And then as soon as we got back into the gym, it was all about business. So I think the bye week was very beneficial for our team right now. We had a pretty tough schedule. We've been traveling a lot. So, it was nice to, have our feet on solid ground for a little bit. But the bye week definitely helped us refocus and really work on the things on the offensive side, that we needed to work on and, turn up the pressure on defense. So it was a good bye week for us.
Is there any added pressure to want to perform well at home?
That could be debatable. Generally speaking, I don't think it really affects the team at all. It's nice to play at home. There's not as much traveling. There's not as much, worrying about getting treatment. This is our home floor, so this is what we're used to. So I think, if anything, you would want to play at home. I don't think there's necessarily any added pressure. I just think there's the feeling of wanting to do really well for our fans. And, you know, the worst thing is disappointing your fans, but, you know, our fan base, as long as we play hard, they'll support us either way, so there's not a lot of pressure.
This team having won 4 straight road games in conference in the Mountain West, that's something that no team that's worn this jersey's done. And at the same time, there's been some struggles at home as well. We've sat here and listened to Coach say this team is really, really close to being the team that it can be and turning things to where you guys are winning like you want to be. Do you agree? Do you think you guys are right there on the cusp of that Coach is saying?
Oh yeah, I think we're starting to peak at the right time. I mean, there's no point in peaking in January. We need to start peaking right now, so by the time we hit the Mountain West tournament, we're the best that we can be. So I think she's right in that sense. I mean, like I said, I think we're just peaking at the right time. So I think that really benefits us.
Have you seen a great deal of development from where this season started to where you guys are at now as far as how this team's playing?
We were a little up and down at one point, but I think that we're really starting to mesh well together. You know, it's really hard bringing in completely new people. You know, we have a few returners, then we have returners that redshirted, then you have transfers, then you have freshmen. So I think in the beginning, you know, we were just kind of playing pickup, you know, just kind of learning how to read each other and everything like that. So right now I feel like we're really starting to mesh well together and really know our personnel on the floor. So I think that's what's going to help us throughout the rest of this season.
Does that make this team dangerous between now and the conference tournament and through the conference tournament?
Oh, yeah. I mean, a team that's peaking, there's absolutely nothing that can stand in your way. I mean, once you have somebody who has made up their mind about what they want to do, that's the most dangerous thing out there, in my opinion. I mean, we've made up our mind where we want to go in the Mountain West tournament, and we really don't see obstacles in front of us. So we're just here to work hard and, you know, here to do what we want to do in the end.
Any danger in having beaten Colorado State by 14 up at their place and then having them back down here? Or are we as focused as we want to be?
Yeah, I think we know that they're going to come back with a vengeance, but we also know what's at stake. They've beat a team that we haven't beat yet. So I think that makes it more important for us also because, I mean, you're playing a team, you know, that beat the team that you haven't beat yet. So they're coming back with a vengeance, but we also have a point to prove. And I just think we'll be okay in that sense. I mean, as long as we play hard. And we did a lot of things well, and there's some things that we've adjusted so we can shut them down offensively a little bit more. So I don't think we're really, you know, oh, this is going to be an easy game. I don't think that's really our attitude. It's, you know, they've gotten better, but so have we. So that's the outlook we're taking on it.